Welcome to Phantom Whisper. Please subscribe.
In the quaint coastal town of Luwanak, nestled between the swaying coconut palms and the crystalline waters of the Philippine archipelago, a chilling legend cast its shadow over the moonlit nights. The legend of the Bangungot, an urban myth that whispered through the centuries. The Bangungot was said to be a malevolent spirit that visited unsuspecting souls in the dead of night, trapping them in a ghastly realm where nightmares reigned supreme. Among the villagers was Miguel, a fisherman whose life unfolded beneath the luminous glow of the moon and the rhythmic lull of the ocean waves as the moon ascended in the night sky, bathing Luwanak in its silver sheen. Miguel and the other villagers would share tales of the Bangungot, a spectral entity that preyed upon the hearts of those caught in the liminal spaces between sleep and wakefulness. One moonlit evening, as the sea breeze carried the whispers of ancient stories, Miguel found himself ensnared in the clutches of a haunting reverie. The moon, a silent witness to the tales of dread, cast its ethereal glow upon the village as Miguel succumbed to the embrace of sleep. As the midnight hour approached, Miguel's dreams were hijacked by the insidious presence of the Bangungot. He found himself standing in a shadowy realm, a distorted reflection of Luwanak, cloaked in an otherworldly darkness that seemed to devour the very essence of reality. The villagers, now mere phantoms trapped within this spectral nightmare, wandered aimlessly with hollow eyes that mirrored the terror lurking beneath. The air crackled with an oppressive energy, and the moon, once a beacon of solace, now hung low in the obsidian sky like a malevolent eye. As Miguel navigated through the macabre dreamscape, the echoes of distant wails and eerie whispers surrounded him. The villagers, trapped in a perpetual state of despair, reached out with spectral hands that clawed at the edges of his consciousness. In the heart of this nocturnal realm, Miguel encountered the Bangungot, an entity draped in shadows, its form shifting and contorting with an unsettling fluidity. The air thickened with an unspoken malevolence as the Bangungot fixated its gaze upon Miguel, the intruder in its domain. With a voice that echoed from the depths of despair, the Bangungot spoke. "Welcome, mortal, to the realm of midnight dread. Here, your nightmares become the tapestry of your reality, and the line between dream and despair is but a fragile illusion." Miguel, paralyzed by the haunting aura of the Bangungot, felt the tendrils of dread winding around his very soul. The moon, now reduced to a spectral glow, cast an eerie luminescence upon the twisted landscape. As the Bangungot extended its shadowy hand, Miguel was plunged into a series of nightmarish vignettes that danced at the edges of his subconscious. The village, now a distorted labyrinth of despair, seemed to shift and warp with each step. In one chilling tableau, Miguel witnessed a spectral procession of fishermen, their faces etched with an eternal sorrow, marching towards the unforgiving sea. The moon, a mere crescent of haunting radiance, bore witness to the phantom crew as they sailed into the abyss, their boats swallowed by the shadows. In another nightmarish vision, the coconut palms transformed into grotesque figures that reached out with gnarled limbs, their ghostly wails merging with the howling wind. The moon, obscured by twisted branches, wept silver tears upon the haunted landscape. Amid the surreal dreamscape, Miguel stumbled upon apparitions of his fellow villagers frozen in moments of agony and despair. The Bangungot reveled in the display of tortured souls, each one a prisoner within their own subconscious fears. With each step through this nightmarish realm, Miguel felt the oppressive weight of his deepest anxieties and regrets. The moon, now a distorted beacon in the abyss, seemed to beckon him toward an impending revelation. As the Bangungot continued its malevolent symphony of despair, Miguel's dreamscape began to fracture. The moon, once captive in the obsidian sky, now shattered into a myriad of ethereal fragments that rained down upon the surreal landscape. In the fractured shards of the moon, Miguel glimpsed fragments of forgotten memories and unresolved traumas. The Bangungot, sensing the vulnerability within his subconscious, intensified its assault on the fragile boundaries of his psyche. Yet, as the Bangungot reveled in Miguel's unraveling fears, a surge of ancestral strength echoed within him. The moon, now a luminous amalgamation of fractured memories, radiated a transcendent glow that pushed back through encroaching darkness. In an act of defiance, Miguel confronted the Bangungot with a whispered incantation passed down through generations. A hymn of resilience that resonated with the spirits of his ancestors, the moon. Now a beacon of ancestral power cast its silver radiance upon the vanquished shadows. The Bangungot, its malevolent symphony disrupted. Recalled as if scorched by the ethereal light, the nightmarish dreamscape, now unraveling at the seams, expelled the Bangungot from its spectral throne. Miguel, now standing amidst the fractured remnants of his subconscious fears, felt a profound connection to the ancestral spirits that had guided him, the moon. A rejuvenated guardian of the night bestowed its final glow upon the surreal landscape. As Miguel emerged from the twisted dreamscape, he found himself back in Luwanaga village, bathed in the tender embrace of moonlight. The sea breeze, now a gentle lullaby, seemed to carry the echoes of ancestral whispers that celebrated the victory over the Bangungot. The tales of that fateful night, now etched into the fabric of Luwanag's lore, spoke of a fisherman who dared to confront the Bangungot within the realms of midnight dread. Miguel, forever changed by the spectral encounter, became a guardian of ancestral dreams, a testament to the enduring strength that lay within the hearts of those who dared to face the encroaching shadows. As the village returned to its nocturnal serenity, the moon stood as a silent witness to the confrontation between mortal and malevolent, a guardian of the dreamscape that danced between reality and the echoes of ancestral fears. The Bangungot, though vanquished, lingered in the whispers of the wind, a cautionary tale whispered through the coconut palms, a haunting reverie that reminded the villagers of the delicate balance between the dreamer and the dreamed.